It's hard to have a good hair day when you're unhoused. My dental hygienist. There would be a lot of questions you'd think you'd ask someone who's sleeping outside during the winter months. Well, I ask, where do you go to the bathroom? Well, sometimes outside. Common pee spot. Thankfully, I'm a man. I don't know what women do when they're unhoused. It's got to be really hard. Okay, that is not the point of this corny cast shorts. I'm at a crossroads, right? Not the first time in my life by any means, and that one song by POD comes to mind, Going In Blind. Well, fortunately, I'm not physically blind, and I can also hear, so I could enjoy Veritas by POD yet again on the bus ride over here, and not throw out my back by carrying my stuff like that guy who was in, I always think of Castlevania. Okay, I'm going on Tambit. You got the cards? Aces up, MXPX. So what I want to talk about, I got 2 minutes now. Kester Brewin, I believe it was, has an alternate reading or interpretation of the Prodigal Son parable. And I believe I came across that through Peter Rollins somehow. I don't know if he actually says it in a book like The Fidelity of Betrayal, which I highly commend and recommend. Presume. Anyhow, we're all going to end up in a tomb, or are we? And does it matter if Jesus was entombed or not? Physical body. Okay, a physical body doesn't go through walls, and if it flies up into the atmosphere, it's going to burn up. So obviously, if there were a resurrection of Yeshua, there was a transformation of the body, and the Apostle Paul even talks about the spiritual body. So I think that's kind of a silly debate myself. But yeah, this alternate reading basically says the failure is on the part of the son for going back. It's kind of a lack of faith. It's a return to normalcy, to comfort, to getting haircuts, to having a bed to sleep in, to temperature regulated environments and food, probably even organic whenever he wants, and a nice big screen TV and great sound system, and if he wanted to start drinking good whiskey and whatnot. But the point is, I have 30 seconds now. I'm going to link to that because it's a really intriguing way of viewing it, especially if you are raised in the West, because I've learned a lot by having to rely more consciously on God. Of course, God is always the one who is animating our lives, but sometimes it's easy to forget that or not even realize it when you're surrounded by shit, not stuff. Hashtag we're not wimpy, weak, and anti-woke.